Revelation 12:14, King James Version. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time from the face of the serpent. A time and times and half a time. I've heard some people say the moon actually is not real. It is a technology that the alien, which is aka fallen angels, created to deceive the spirit and absorb the energies from us, at the same time to confine the spirits of the dead people and force them to reincarnate onto this earth again in order to go to the natural path that God has for us after death. So I believe we have 2 moons right now. One is fake, the other one is real. Because based on Enoch, the book of Enoch, God created sun and moon. So I believe there's a moon, there's a real moon created by God, but now they use chemtrail to block our vision so that we cannot see the real moon and we only can see the fake moon, which is artificially created by the fallen angels. The ancient cultures, they use both sun and moon to calculate the time as well as to harvest the powers from sun and moon. So if it's artificial, which means there's no power from the moon, right? If there's powers from the moon, which means it's not artificial. Here you can see the estimate timing of the seasons based on Enoch calendar. So approximately September 15th is the beginning of the autumn. So which means around October 1st is the 17th day of the first month. If you remember, the 17th day of the first month is the Ascension Day for Jesus, and the dead shall rise. I know this is the 7th month, but actually this is also the first month. So we can use that concept to understand what will going to happen, since we are right now within the birthing period of time, which is the 37th week to the 40th week. The retro could happen at any moment right now, and since the idiot signed the peace agreement on September 15th, so this indicates that the next step, it will be the rapture and the sudden destruction, the beginning of the God's wrath. And as we are in the messed up timeline, which means the rapture and then turn back in time for the whole world, the left behind and the idiots. U.S. invaded Iraq to control Saddam Hussein access to an alien world. Salah believes that the extraterrestrials from an undiscovered 10th planet in the solar system have long been interfering in human politics. The US-led 2003 invasion of Iraq was launched because former dictator Saddam Hussein had a portal to an alien world, a conspiracy theorist has claimed. Michael Salah, an Australian self-styled expert in extraterrestrial politics, believes that the United States and its allies invaded the country to take control of Hussein's access to alien weapons through the Stargate. Salah believes that extraterrestrials from an undiscovered 10th planet in the solar system has long been interfering in human politics. I think that was a big part of the reason why the Bush administration went into Iraq to stop Hussein from revealing his information and to also get control themselves. He added that the US and Britain used the pretext of weapons of mass destruction and alleged connections between Saddam and Al Qaeda to invade Iraq, topple Saddam, and secure the portal for themselves. Salah says that the portal is located under one of Iraq's ancient ziggurat temples. The exopolitical analysts. Other theories include that the oldest pyramid on Earth is hidden under snow on Antarctica, and that the US Navy has a secret space program. More than 1 million Iraqis were killed as a result of the invasion and the subsequent occupation of the country. Iraq descended into sectarian strife after the US occupiers dismantled Hussein's government and military apparatus. The chaos helped give rise to the Islamic State group through its predecessor Al Qaeda in Iraq. Many observers believe seizing Iraq's oil reserves and ousting Hussein were the primary reasons for the US-led invasion. Stargate in Iraq. The presence of a real Stargate in Iraq is certainly a bizarre theory, but for many it is fascinating to think that this science fiction technology may be real. The hypothesis that the Stargate is present in Iraq has taken hold following the Gulf War, giving an answer to the big question: what was the real reason for the attack by the US on Saddam Hussein? The answers to this question have been manifold, starting from those simply political to those related to oil control, up to the alleged weapons of mass destruction feared by the Bush administration. However, there is a completely different theory, which we want to deal with in this article. According to this theory, Saddam Hussein had in fact a Stargate that would have allowed him to reach places outside our world, giving him access to advanced and unknown technologies. In 2004, Dr. Michael Saylor published Political Implications of the Extraterrestrial Presence, the first known book on exopolitics. Saylor believes that Saddam Hussein discovered a working Stargate and that the main reason for the Gulf War was precisely related to control of his alien technology. Saylor also says that a US Air Force F-16 allegedly shot down an alien Anunnaki spacecraft from the planet Nibiru. The extraterrestrial would have been engaged in a mission with the aim of activating a hidden Stargate somewhere in Iraq. But what is a Stargate? According to many ancient cultures, there are portals to allow you to reach distant places very quickly. In the modern era, theories have developed: Einstein-Rosen bridge, Einstein-Rosen wormhole, that speak to us of something very similar. That is a sort of tunnel that connects two points in space-time. Some argue that in ancient times, the so-called Anunnaki coming from the planet Nibiru would have dominated the religion of present-day Iraq, then leaving a series of hidden stargates. Specifically, the stargate that Saylor talks about would be found in what is called dark ziggurats. The fear that Saddam would access this alien technology would therefore prompt the US to act militarily to prevent an unknown threat. He who knows how to move around becomes strong. He will live longer than the sedentary man, Sumerian proverb. Saddam Hussein really had the good of humanity in mind if he found a portal that allowed instantaneous space-time travel across the universe? Salah believes that the so-called Dodgy dossier, officially called Iraq, is infrastructure of concealment, deception, and intimidation dossier used by George Bush and Tony Blair to justify the 2003 invasion was a cover-up for the search for the Stargate. He also thinks the U.S. involvement in the Syrian civil war, and the talk of invading Iran are also cover-ups for gaining or maintaining control of other locations of classified alien technology in